Do you remember Personal Finance 101? I don't, because it didn't exist. It doesn't exist today in the majority of schools. An astounding 99% of American adults agree finance should be taught in the classroom, and you still won't find it in about 99% of schools. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Investors Cube channel. In this video, we'll explain why school doesn't teach you about money. Before you begin watching this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel to receive future updates. We are all about financial education, as we believe this is widely misunderstood by people all over the world. Almost everyone spends the day trading hours for money and simply have no clue what to do with that money afterwards. They live from paycheck to paycheck and find themselves in the same rat race year after year. That's why we believe this should be taken care of in school. Despite the fact that many influential people all over the world have been screaming this for years, it still does not happen, and there is a reason for that. Before we get into the video, allow us to mention that nothing mentioned in this video is financial advice, and we are not financial advisors. We would recommend you ensure that you conduct a due diligence process before making any decision that may affect your financial portfolio. If you are looking forward to seeking external advice, head out to your trusted financial advisor, who has a clear idea of your financial situation. Having said that, let us get into this video. Why school doesn't teach you about money. Dan Cadleck, a financial journalist, listed a few reasons why finance isn't taught in schools, including, only 1 out of every 5 professors believes they are qualified to teach a personal finance subject. There aren't enough instructors to offer financial classes. See number 1. Personal finance is not included on the ACT or SAT. If it isn't assessed, it isn't taught. States, not the federal government, are in charge of education, and each has its own ideals. There is no consensus on which financial principles should be taught. It's difficult to pinpoint why school doesn't teach you about money, but the next topic definitely does not help. Most parents require financial assistance. Reality remains that parents are responsible for their children's financial education. Another issue is that most teachers do not believe they are equipped to teach finance lessons. Therefore, how do you think parents feel? According to a 2012 research, 80% of respondents in the United States feel they could benefit financial advice, and it appears to be worsening. Simply inquire about the financial position of your next-door neighbor, co-worker, or the first person you see on the street. Take a look at the average person's bank account balance. 34% of the population of the United States does not have a single dollar in their bank account. If we want to teach our children about money, we must first get our own affairs in order. Self-education is required, but it pays off in the end, pun intended. When it comes to money, the standard advice is to go to college and earn high marks, so you can obtain a nice career. Yet this does not address the problem on its own. People who earn a lot of money are presumed to have a lot of money. Take doctors, for example. The average person would assume most doctors are financially well off, but that's not always the case. According to doctor and writer Sanj Katyal, MD, most doctors have no clue what they're doing with their money. It's normal for someone who isn't doing well financially and hasn't attended college to believe that sending their children to college is the answer. Go to college like I never did so you'll be successful, the saying goes. It appears to be authentic, and I'm sure the intentions are good, but it doesn't make it the best solution. There is nothing wrong with going to college, but we must teach our children to manage their finances before they go. The taboo topic of money. As children, we're taught to never discuss our personal finances. Money is a private issue, a taboo topic. You don't discuss your income, your investments, or your savings. Parent-child finance talk learning never talk about money. Sadly, a common view, and honestly we believe it starts with yourself before questioning why school doesn't teach you about money. This is why children are completely unaware of their parents' financial circumstances. As a result, adults are unaware of basic financial concepts. That's where the majority of folks stop. To be honest, that's where the majority of people are right now. They're trying to make ends meet and are scared to ask for assistance, since they don't want anyone else to know about their financial predicament. So many couples have approached me for assistance, but when it came time to look at their finances, they declined. It can be humiliating. I've been there, thousands of dollars in debt and terrified of having my money documented. I understand how difficult it is. You can't, however, do nothing. If not, you must learn how to manage money for the benefit of your children. Financial literacy in the next generation. You may feel unqualified to teach your children about money, but you are totally capable. You may have a family history of financial missteps, both personally and generationally, but that doesn't have to be the case now. Anyone may learn to be financially literate. After we learn how to win with money, we may prepare our children to win with money. Financial ideas are simple to explain to children. And it's always better for them to learn now than later when they're buried in a $100,000 debt. They won't have anything to climb out of if they start right. But if you don't know what you're doing, how can you teach your children about money? You can start learning what you're doing today. The basics of good finances is easy to learn. Things like not spending more than you earn, investing simply yet wisely, and being prepared for hard times are common sense, but they aren't commonly taught. How you can be your family's change. We know we initiated this video about why school doesn't teach you about money, but you can be the change of your family if school doesn't teach you about money. First and foremost, cut off the poor mindset that runs in your family. Then, break the generational chains of debt. And another great tip is, stop the generational addictions that kept your family poor. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to continue any longer. You can be the change you want to see in your family tree, just like any other bad habit. Poor financial skills can be fixed. The generational curse of poor finances can be broken. You have complete control over everything. Begin by studying the fundamentals of sound financial management. This will be covered in detail in our Parent Finance 101 video, which will be released soon, but you may get started right now by reading one financial book. There are several excellent books available, such as Dave Ramsey's The Total Money Makeover and David Chilton's The Wealthy Barber. To get you started, we have a whole library of recommended literature. You're not much of a reader, are you? I recommend that you begin. It's what distinguishes the winners from the losers. The good news is that you don't have to read a book if that isn't your thing. We are presently in the 21st century. Purchase an audiobook and listen to it on your commute to work. For roughly $15 a month, you can acquire an Audible subscription and read more books this year than you have since you were born. Alternatively, you might go to your local library or watch relevant content on YouTube for free. Money isn't even a reason to be a jerk with cash. You can self-educate for free. Why not begin right now? So why school doesn't teach you about money is quite difficult to say, but there are many ways you can still improve without the help of school or the system. This concludes today's video. Thank you for taking the time to watch. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. Make sure to turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any fresh information from us. Also, don't forget to share your thoughts about investment. We'll see you all again in our next one. Goodbye till then.